The mutant knows where it is. It knows this because it knows where it isn't. We're gonna be playing some Caves of Cud. Alright, let's just move the microphone a little bit. Never sure how much the vibrations actually carry through the microphone. I should check that. Anyway. So, did a little bit of thinking, and first thing I'm going to do... Let's put that two-faced mod on my helmet. Right. So now, we should be ready to start exploring the more dangerous areas. Which, Warden here should be able to handle. Probably. Let's find out. We'll start by going to the tar pits. You know what? He can live. Warren's doing alright. Doesn't have terribly much armor value that I'm thinking about it, even if he does have alright strength. Or health, I mean. Some helping hands. Well, I think I will equip that in place of the exoskeleton. Think about it, I'm using single weapon fighting anyways. I could multi-shield. Maybe not. It does give me extra arm slots. Oh, maybe that's a strat. I'll have 4 risk calculators and all the other stuff that increases compute power once I finally have a reason to equip all of it. For now, don't need it. But soon. More helping hands. How about you have some? So I've got 92 mashed lag. Very nice. Still not interested in equipping weapons. Alright, you did not equip the boots. Right, nothing in the description that signifies that they wouldn't be able to wear boots, but they didn't equip it, so clearly they can't. Or something like that. I could give him my force bracelet, but I would like to have at least one of those on me. Doesn't look like I can make another one right now. Have to run over to Ezra. Just make sure I know how to make all of these. I really didn't have all that solid of a plan of where to go exploring today. I still really want to get myself the penetrating radar, obviously. But I also want to level up this guy with me, the Warden 1FF. He's a conservator, but once he's up to level 30, I can use him for the golem. And then once I do that, I'll probably just leave him back here in Ezra so he doesn't die horrifically. It's already kind of risky to bring him into the deep jungle. One place that I remember hearing that someone used to grind out levels was Bethesda Susa. The only thing is I'm not sure if I cleared that place out yet or not. Actually, let's just go check. Your companion, a rifle turret, died. It was killed by a luminous clone of a blue gel. Intriguing. It's the alchemist again. You do have warm static. None of the other fun stuff, however. And how many Sphinx Salt Injectors do I still have? I've got 2. Okay. So, knowledge of all of our skills has been distorted into knowledge of other skills. Lunge, dismember, hobble, sweep, shank, menacing stare, slam, conk, flurry, berserk, and we got 828 skill points. Let's look at how fucked up our skills is looking. Got everything in acrobatics. We've got nearly everything in bow and rifles. Except for wounding fire and the initial skill, which I could easily pick those up now that I have a bunch of skill points. Have to reacquire the cooking stuff and trash divining. Got nearly everything in single weapon fighting too. Fortunately lost weathered. Physique, I don't really use any of those skills anyway. Even though it is theoretically very useful, I don't think I've had to make use of it. Still have improved dueling stance and defensive stance. Though I think it was aggressive stance the one I was using the most. Still have snake oiler. Lost a bunch of the pistol skills. Lost fasting away, but we gained mind over body. Shields are the same. Short blades, got a bunch of stuff. Still have charge. Lost tinkering 3. And tinker 1 and disassemble. We lost non-linearity. Got some axe skills. And we got the first level of multi-weapon fighting. Well, we gained some good stuff, but we also lost some good stuff. Like, I'd have to switch off of pistols if I'm gonna stay with this, because I cannot afford to buy all of those back. At least not right now. But I could very easily pivot over to bow and rifle instead, since I have ultra fire. And I could just do something like get the gun rack and the giant hands, and then just have 4 rifles at the same time. Still have the akimbo skill, right? Yes, I do. I really don't know if I should stick with this. Although the one best thing we gained was mind over body, which... You hunger and thirst at 1/6 rate. Metabolic effects from meals last 6 times as long. You suffer no penalty for becoming famished. So any kind of cooking recipe we have, gonna last significantly longer. And that would be pretty nice. It's just, is it worth giving up the other stuff? Well, let me just re-buy some stuff and see what it looks like. Completely forgot about tinkering, damn it. Temporarily give up Tinker 3 or have the way extended effect on the meals, along with having rifles instead of pistols. Difficult decision to make. I think I'm gonna revert, but I'm gonna hold on to that static. Wait, did that blastoid actually win against that other guy? It's kind of whack. Bring me 5 bouquets of flowers and I shall reward you with great renown. Does that just mean collect flowers off of the ground? Because I've seen people with flowers in their inventory. I don't think I've ever found an item that was specifically titled Bouquet of Flowers. Oh, let me pop open the wiki and have a look at that. It is a real item, but it's not telling me anything about where to find it. Hmm. Just kill that cloneling real quick. Can finally make missile launchers. Hooray. But I actually do want the proselytizability on backup, just in case that I lose a warden and then I have to find another companion. Proselytize. It will tell you about the Forgotten Ruins. And more Forgotten Ruins. Right, I think I'm more or less done with this place. I know there's the bottom floor with the, all the frozen guys, but those, tend to be kind of dangerous. Maybe not for me, but for the warden. Although I could go back there and try to disarm Sadamus and get his vibrocapesh. That's a pretty decent weapon. I think it would be an upgrade to my current one. Although I'd have to mod it. Do I have any books? Doesn't seem like it. And the category's not there. Or none of them have anything cool. Micro manipulator array. Actually do want that one. Can tinker and repair in combat at the action cost of 1 turn. Reduces the action cost of other tinker skills by 40%. Grants a bonus to identifying artifacts as if your intelligence score were increased by 8 and 10% chance to recover bits from disassembling artifacts. Compute power on the local lattice increases this item's effectiveness. I am going to buy that. Have some boots. Well, I was just making a new entrance for you. Maybe my guy won't walk the whole way around now. I'm not really gonna bother with equipping the square cap anymore. I think I'm plenty rich enough. I'm sure I'll come to regret that decision, but for now it feels like a good one. No new books. Well, there are new books, just none that I want to buy. Right. Let's go back to the VA. Check out the blueprints. Overloaded. Very nice. Now back to the freehold. To go see if the Gutsmongers have new equipment. They do. Today, I think I bought a gun rack just the other day. Do have magnetic cores. Buy one of those. Ouch. That's the same guy as last time. Here's the new guy. Doesn't have anything. Let's go talk to Bep first. Right after polishing these new gems. Morphogenetic. That one actually goes really good on something like a geomagnetic disc, because if there's like, I don't know, if I was using against those ferrets, I'd just throw it at one ferret, and then anytime it successfully makes an attack, it's gonna potentially daze all the other ones, which makes it that much easier to hit. It's just really good. We're kind of past the ferrets now, however. I'm also gonna grab the High Fidelity Matter Recompositor. It's got a cooldown of 50 and it teleports to exactly where you tell it to. And the cooldown gets reduced if you have compute power. More injector. And also, I finally have to worry about those Zetachrome weapons. I have a Zetachrome dagger I could use. I should probably sell the fancier one. Question is, what other weapons would I want to put on Golem anyway? Maybe something that'll stun lock the crap out of everything it fights, and that has very high strength would be pretty great. And then that way I can also just use it to break down any walls that I run into. Yeah, if I find a Zetachrome Warhammer or something like that, that sounds like a good plan. A high energy thermal cask. Buy it just to disassemble. Doesn't have any trade goods, however. Now, since I have the overloaded mod, that gives me a very good reason to have the micromanipulator array, which is being able to repair your shit in combat becomes very useful to have if you have overloaded weaponry or armor or any kind of device, really. The only thing is right now I am wearing bionic hands, which gives me 2 agility. If I went down by 2 agility, I'd have a +7, which is still pretty good. Not as good, but still pretty good. I think I'm gonna do that. Got 59 pounds of grenades. Gonna get rid of the plasma Mark 1s. And yeah, that's a lot of grenades actually. What do I get rid of? Don't want to get rid of any of the really good stuff. I guess I can get rid of the thermal grenade 2s. I'm gonna keep all the high explosive Mark 3s. I'm gonna keep the plasma Mark 3s, the gravity grenade, the freeze grenade, and also the Mark 1 thermal grenades. Don't think I'm gonna make use of the EMP, but rather have it and not need it and all that. The foliant grenade, however, get rid of that. Glitter grenade I would get rid of, but I know that I cannot craft those. But when am I ever gonna use a glitter grenade? I just thought of a reason, but it's technically a spoiler for people who care. And by that I mean, like, if my character survives for another, like, 6 sessions, maybe I'll get to use it, but again, they're kinda rare. Get rid of Tomorrowful. And install the micromanipulators. Kinda want to put the reactive cranial plating back in, but there's more useful stuff, I'm sure. Just haven't figured out what it is yet. Could put a stasis projector in there. Instead, I'm going to put the electrodeposits right in my head. Those ones aren't that rare, so if I want to get rid of them, I can. It's just, you know, it destroys on uninstall. So I will have to procure some more. Currently have the equipment rack. Right now I have this and there, which not really doing much. Rid of equipment rack. So there's magnetic core, the high fidelity matter recompositor. What else goes in the body slot? Pretty much just those two. What do I have for the floating nearby? Right now I've got Quantum Moat and the Trash Barge. I do have a blueprint for the high-powered magnets. Somewhere around here. Could also make a palladium mesh tabard. And then overload it. Yeah, in that case I will put the equipment rack back on. I think I've got one arm slot left to work with. Right, so right now it's doing 30. If I put overloaded on there, it's 39. Load this too. Right now it's giving 10 units of compute power. With this, it is now providing 13. Wow. Could also put a coprocessor in here, although I need to acquire an 8. Which I could do pretty quickly, just have to disassemble one of the antimatter cells. Could overload the night sight interpolators too, which I think makes it see further through obstacles. Right now I think it only goes through a maximum of 2 obstacles that you normally can't see through. If you overload it, it goes to either 3 or 4. I don't remember exactly. And that is already jacked, but I need an 8-bit for that, so maybe not. Speaking of, since it is jacked, let me just take the cell out. I think as long as I have the Kessel face equipped, I have electrical generation anyways. Overload the pistols. So that does 1d10, that does 1d10 plus 2. I think I'm still gonna keep wearing this. The carry capacity is not quite as important as it used to be, but the 18 move speed sure is nice. I can't mod that any more than it already is. Wonder what happens if I overload a vibroblade, however. Can I even overload a vibroblade? I can. Let's see what it does. Wrong button. Oh, it just gives it a +1. Or at least I think it does. I'm pretty sure it does. Yeah, because that one's getting a +1 from being sharp, and the other one was getting a +1 from being overloaded. So I could, instead of making a masterwork sharp counterweighted, I could either drop the counterweighted or the masterwork part, and have both sharp and overloaded. And then I put aggressive stance over top of that, so then it'll give it a +4 on top of being a vibro weapon. That'd be pretty great. And if I put morphogenic instead, powered and used to perform a successful damaging hit, the weapon attempts to daze all other creatures of the same species as your target on the local map. Compute power in the local lattice increases the strength of this effect. So that could be good too. Depends entirely on what I'm fighting, however. And also, I just remembered I cannot mod sharp yet. I got that from this thing. Also, yeah, that thing's got integrated power systems, so don't need a cell in there. Starting to wonder if I wouldn't be better off having 2 Palladium mesh tabards instead of having this. Yeah, I'm too lazy to swap it back on every time I want to craft something, so I'm just gonna leave it right there. Switch that to a nuclear cell. This also needs a cell now. Radio power should be good, well, chem cell should be good enough. And the stasis projector. So when it says compute power increases the effectiveness, I think it means more squares of more squares of stasis are available. So the only 2 implants I have right now making use of compute power are the stasis projector and the micro manipulators. Don't think the pistols are making any use of the compute power. Maybe I should have put morphogenic instead of overloaded on them. It'll be fine. Just gonna try this setup then. Did want to make a force bracelet for the warden. Actually, I should put a good cell in there because I know that the radio-powered chem cells run out real quick. I'll also give him the anti-gravity boots. No wait, he can't wear boots, damn it. That, I'll give him the exoskeleton. Force bracelet. See if he equips him. He equipped the force bracelet, but he did not equip the skeleton. Now a recoil away to, You know what? I never used this recoiler before, the Sherapad Fringe Recoiler. We can now also build random point recoilers. Did I already go here? Seems like it. So I must have used it before. Not sure where I want to go. How about Kekuya? How many 4s do I have at this point? 83. Yeah, that should be enough. Let's pick somewhere in the journal to go to. Probably not a historic site. We know where Oborokoru is, but we're not good with apes, so it would be a very bad idea to go over there. Baboons are their own faction, I think. Apes up there. Do not see baboons, actually. Though if I go to that baboon lair, I might get attacked, so... Wait, what am I thinking? I can just pick up one of those armbands that increases the reputation. Just have to go find one. Water bonded with him. discovered Bababosk. Most likely location I think I could find one might actually be Duva. Let's go talk to the Romad merchant. Ink is in here. He is not. He's down there. No armbands, or neck rings, I think is the actual name. Maybe I should have just ran off to the still to go find that. Let's just walk over there instead of teleporting for once. There's some ruins. First region Shervapod. Remember, every time I accidentally friendly fire that guy, there's a 7% chance per bullet that hits him that it dismembers something on him. Okay, this one I'm going to use Skulk, Mashed Lag, and Wild Rice. We also added a thread from a Nisakari banner. So I could go with the fragility for willpower 100% to natural healing rate, which I think I might already have that one. Every take damage is a 30 to 40% chance you gain plus 8 agility for 50 turns. Whenever you perform a critical hit, you heal 40 to 50 HP. That one sounds pretty nice. Pippi's Soul Curd and Breaded Lagroot with Breaded Skulk. I forget if I talk to the warden here. Cannot give him water. Goodbye. Discovered forgotten ruins. Hand in those books. Sunslag. Don't feel like unequipping that. I forget how much my quickness is for what. This gives me 10. So I think I've drank 3 Sunslag so far, giving me a total quickness of 113. Wait, it said Kipper did not restock. Can't get more Sphinx Salt. I cannot. I heard that they changed how the hologram bracelet works. It's Apparently, it used to be you could just deactivate and reactivate the hologram over and over again until it successfully distracted whatever it is you were trying to distract. Now, the way it works is it checks to see if it distracts it, and then it keeps that information for a long while. So if it fails to distract on the first go, well, you might as well just give up on it, unless if you're planning on leaving, doing a whole bunch of other stuff for quite a while, and then going back. Or maybe it's not that long, but long enough that you can't just do it right away. But anyway, the new gimmick to make the tri-hologram better is each of the holograms it spawns can roll its own chance to distract. Let's sell some of this lag. That guy doesn't have them. I don't think anyone's gonna have it, actually. That guy's got a box of crayons. And my risk calculator's just broke. Discovered Unepa Central. And my pistol broke on the first shot. It's already proving to be a terrible idea, but I'm gonna stick with it. Discovered Terbawa. Now think about it, if anyone's gonna have a neck ring on them, it's probably gonna be Six Shrew, because he seems to still have everything I sold him last time I went and checked. Discovered Tarkubar. Let's approach this one from outside the square itself. Let's make a meal out of cycloglan paste, mashed lag, and crushed grave moss. We added a swathed chameleon horn. Originating at level 7 for willpower and a secret. You are being watched. It's a familiar feeling when someone has watched you in the past, when it's light that's betrayed your presence. You made a friend of the darkness. You pulled your hat brim low over your eyes. You stepped behind the cover of a thatched wall. But those who watch you now watch in spite of such simple obstructions. Your sight isn't mediated by the rays of a gleaming star or torch, but by something much older. There are ways to conceal yourself from these seeing eyes. If there are new kinds of darknesses to befriend, you know nothing of them. Note the location of a lava weep. Right, so I think that's just, we finally have enough mental mutations in between confusion and the level 12 burgeoning that we have a psychic glimmer score. So theoretically, I could start farming ego with this character. And let's make use of burgeoning. Livid creepers, irritable palms, tongue tyrant. Not sure if I hurt the warden or not doing that. There is a sleep beard. So what's the cooldown on burgeoning anyway? Because I know that it goes down the higher level it is. Cooldown 5 rounds. Damn. I could just spam this shit. Alright, that's quite a few enemies. And I just dismembered the warden. Damn it. Repair him. Is he still missing his arm? Yes, he is. Well, at least he has the extra arm. But now he doesn't have the carbide fist. Well, Warden, I might have to put you in early retirement. And let me just re-imprint this. So I will take that force bracelet right back. And you can stay right there. Forged Groves. Let's see, how many squares do I have? Ooh, I've got 10 squares. Bunch of finger coral. Rooting Azurpuff. Right, you stair problem now. Right, one more up. Now we should be at the historic site. Select inspiration to name your palladium electro deposits. Do you wish to? Yes. I will give it a name based off of my culture. We've named it Blamiginus Juguliana. Now, if I was a bunch of palladium sitting in someone's brain, what color would I be? I'd be love-colored. Beetles. You know what? I'm curious. It's teleporting all over the place. Because he has a mercurial cloak. They're actually equipped to deal with this. Whatever, I got a cooldown of 5 rounds. I can keep this up. Shooting me with... Yeah, he's got a high voltage arc winder. My gun's better. Still don't think it's a good idea to try to destroy a beetle, mostly because Churl told me that he tried once. I'm now covered in plasma. That guy had a huge pile of stuff on him. See if I can find it. Handrails. That would be an upgrade to the Eigen pistol. 13 penetration instead of 11? Yeah. Definitely an upgrade. Don't already have the blueprint for it, I don't think. And there's no way, or actually, could be a way that I could reverse engineer it without deconstructing it. But I'm feeling lucky. There we go. What's that? An n-dimensional star shell. Pointy and expressive scutes range across the broad back of a map-made mosaic. The topography of an utter place is rendered in interdimensional keratin. He's got a dumbril bite, whatever a dumbril means. There exists a dimension known as the Hollow Nonagon. Sniffles and sneezes. Your home is on your back, friend. Why are there a bunch of turtles around here anyway? Think about it, do I know how to make resonance grenades? Make resonance grenades Mark II. It'll have to do. I'll try taking out some of those beetles and see what happens. Actually, maybe I won't. I'll just look it up on the wiki or something. But not right now. Later. Found a blast cannon. Okay, did I learn how to make these? No. I'm feeling lucky. Wasn't lucky. Discovered the location of Dumas. Listed nuclear cell. Whole pile of biodynamic cells. Wondering if I should treat those like scrap. Get rid of all of them, get a bunch of 5 bits. Don't think they're worth particularly more than any other cell anyway. A Rhinox. Uh-oh. 2 space-time vortices come into contact and both explode. It didn't seem to be too big of an explosion. Doing it again. Alright. Plants, you take care of it. What are those? Hello, Fugus. The bud. Flaming Fugus. Jade buff. Not too impressive. Spawn some more. Gonna try it. I know I said I wouldn't, but I'm going to. Well, it went down about half of its health. Ah, so that's what happens. Neat. Okay, that wasn't so bad. Discovered the location of Du Yumarak Farm. And we're finally done with the first floor. Oh hey, it's me. And it's also me. Damn, we're handsome. Anyway, I can just ignore these. Actually, there is a way. Although it might be a little reckless to do this. It's in the automation. Ignore enemies less than... Can't set it to very easy. Well, actually, I think that's because it's the lowest thing. So if I just completely turned off the ignore function, then it would work. But maybe I'm not gonna do that. Did I get the books over here? Sure did. Phylactery Squire. Kill that fast. Winning in there. Seems to be the guy that's in it. Let's summon more plants. No, I should probably be exploring the rest of this. This is too entertaining. And I can't even get over there to grab his weapon. Yeah, that's fine. Let's go to the location of Momurula's hedge. Discovered a way to conceal yourself, for now. I have lost my burgeoning ability. Not destroying the stuff on the ground, am I? Doesn't look like it. Hearing too much. The phylactery of Gano Paspar. Well, Gano, you had a good run. Goodbye forever. A bloodstained metamorphic core. Bunch of turbos. I tried to make the turbo work on a different character that had both high agility and high strength, and it really wasn't working. And I'm not sure if it's just you need like an absurd amount of strength for it to actually be good, or if it's just not working like it should. Displacer high voltage arc winder. I'm gonna get rid of the overloaded vibroblade. Oh boy. Oh hey, Ghost is in the chat. Really like the fancy of using a bow in CUD, but felt the same way, like it's just so much worse than the other range options even with high strength. Yeah, not to mention if you're going high strength, usually you're not putting too much in agility to start with, so it's like you're both not dealing enough damage and your shots are inaccurate. Just kinda sucks. Ah, nah, no need to apologize for that. I just appreciate you being here. I appreciate anyone who decides they want to watch my stuff. Got a bunch of these jerks hanging out right in front where I need to go. Oh, time to finally break out the old pickaxe again. Yeah. The other thing is if you do make a mod to make bows actually work and then the devs suddenly decide like, oh hey, the turbo's not good enough, let's buff it, and suddenly it feels like your mod might be redundant, but it really depends on what you do. Shooting lasers at me? Sure is. He was using a space inverter and he inverted himself with the wall. Huh. No, I never considered using a space inverter as a way to get past walls. Now I think about it, since I do have the implant that lets me shoot through stuff, I could just remotely teleport myself all around the place, especially if I had that radar. Speaking of, still looking for penetrating radar. I feel like I found every other implant that I possibly could want other than that one. That guy has a spacer rifle. Kill him first. Apparently that was a bad idea. Sure did collect a lot of stuff. I wonder something I want to test with this. So hold on to it. So I didn't notice my pistol head broke. Again. I have that I could get rid of. Not terribly much. Instead, I am going to make some more tiny spheres. Alright, instead of going down another level, let me set up this recoiler. Now it'll bring me back here. First up, hit freehold. There it is. The penetrating radar. Finally. Alright, let's see what the other Gutsmonger has. Wherever he is. I'd say I need an extra one of these just in case. Not gonna need this anymore. So what do I currently have equipped and what do I want to get rid of? Probably the stasis projector. Should get something better than this. Like, yeah, 10 move speed's pretty alright for someone who runs around pretty slow to start with. Also, yeah, usually it doesn't take nearly that long to find a penetrating radar, but this time, oh boy, this time was different. Not in a good way. Uninstall that. Have enough points, or do I have to get rid of more? Yeah. It's like, I think the only other implant that was as rare to find as that one was the coprocessor and the cathedra, because I've only found one of each of those other ones. Usually penetrating radars aren't that rare. Although now that I say that, I'm gonna run around to the stilt, like the very next time I go to the stilt, there's gonna be a penetrating radar at the Gutsmonger. I can just tell it already. Let me think if there's anything else I wanted to change. I can probably leave it as is. Only thing I'd consider changing is maybe switching out the equipment rack for something else. And maybe the phase adaptive scope for a cathedra, but that'd be a pretty big trade-off. So why is it not active? There we go. Look at all that beautiful vision. So, not gonna get rid of those interpolators, but I am gonna put away the good ones in the box. The other ones I will disassemble, however. Anything else I want to put in the box while I'm here? I think that's it. Ooh, and he's got an 8. Antimatter cell and a recoiler, yes please. Already know how to make these. Time dilation grenades. Those could be good. Resonance Mark 3, get one of those. Then run off to Ezra to reverse engineer it. Oh, and also there's that neck ring I was looking for just earlier. So I can grab that and run off to the lair of Oboroku, or whatever his actual name was. Oborokoru, I think is his name. Probably pronounced wrong, but close enough for me. Zetachrome Battle Axe. Add that to the collection. Let's try to get these gems back. Alright. Very nice. Gonna add that axe to this collection. So let's start losing the food and grenade menus, because it's taking forever to scroll all this stuff if we don't. Why am I scrolling it anyway? It is a mystery. Guess I don't need that extra force bracelet. Right, I wanted to test this thing out. If, say, I use it over here, what happens? That happens. Alright then. Not as amazing as I was hoping, but it's about what I expected. The space inverter, however. Alright. There we go. Kind of should have expected that a laser beam would go through the glass. And I'll hold on to that for now. Okay, now to run off to Ezra, yeah. I'd really need to take my own advice and stop visiting Six True. Completely outgrown him at this point. He's never gonna sell anything I actually want other than maybe metamorphic polygel. So with this ego bonus, I get psychometry 8, complexity tier 5. It was a grenade. A resonance grenade. There we go. Didn't have anything else in inventory that I could reverse engineer, I don't think, other than lead acid cells, but I don't want those. You can have them. Is there anything in here? Nothing I want to read. Alright, next up, Stilt Grounds. Or no, wait. I recruited the warden here to help me out, but he accidentally got shot by me trying to shoot at something else, and now he's missing his right arm. Which is very unfortunate. I'm not sure if I can actually make him regrow that arm. Just because I don't know if an Uber Nostrum or a regeneration tank would work on the robot. But I'm still going to keep him around, just so I can get him up to level 30, so that I can shape the golem in his image. Which means he follows me when I go to the stilt and turn in the boats. Level 36, plus 1 to each attribute. Very nice. I don't think he gained the level, although I don't know what level he is. He's easy relative to me, not trivial. How the heck did I get 1,000 skill points? That does not seem right, like at all. The only way I can think of that would have happened is when I used the worm static in Professor Suso while under the effect of the Sphinx Salt Injector, and then when I reverted, it didn't revert correctly, and maybe it kept my 800 points. I guess that counts as an exploit. Which in that case, I can get an extra like 800 or so skill points every time I drink, or every time I use a Sphinx Salt Injector and drink the worm static, assuming it's a repeatable bug. And that's even assuming it's a bug. What would I even spend the points on? Got like more or less everything other than shields. Which I am using a shield. Have a look again. Granadas, get an extra 10 turns of sprinting. Actually would be half decent. So anytime I want to run from something, I really want to run from it. Like, not stop running. Let's get staggering block, swift block. Yeah, I'll do shield wall. Shield slam. Death throwing. And max out wayfaring. Not gonna take any axe or cudgel skills, not gonna take multi-weapon. Heavy weapons would be more like once I have some weird shenanigans already set up. Which I do have giant hands and a gun rack. So I could have like 4 blast cannons, but the 2 blast cannons that I found and disassembled did not give me the recipe, so I can't do that yet. And also I don't have enough points to get both of those anyways. I'll get Conatus. Or is it Conatus? Whatever it is, I have it. No funny liquids at the liquid gathering. Let's see if my prediction was correct. Nope, I was wrong. It's never happened before. Ooh, a drop of nectar. Calculated too hard. Now, eventually people will be bored of me doing shopping trips all the time, but that's fine, I'm gonna keep doing it anyways. Ooh, unspecified chapter. And another thing I could do is just start buying every book I find for the EXP. I don't have that much use for money at the moment. I probably should have stored the stasis projector. Alright, let me just bring Warden back to Ezra. Nothing about it. Alright, got that part done. Warden, your services are no longer needed. think I needed a little bit of primordial soup and a mecha power core, but other than that, I think I've already got all the hard parts done for the golem. So I could just go build the golem right now. But maybe I'll complete the Carcassonne slums first. That last time when I got the crushed grave moss effect, the burgeoning, that one was really good. Let's try to get it again. Instead of mashed lag this time, I'm gonna go with skulk and shade oil. And we add an old diaphanous wing. Got burrowing claws for sure. Whenever you face in, you cause plants to spontaneously grow in a random nearby area, plus 200 reputation. Also, whenever you take damage, 15 to 20% chance you start the phase. Whenever you take damage from a plant, you can't be phased for 2 hours. These ones kinda suck. Learn to cook Pippi's mossy skulking shade soup. And then just freestyle it with that drop of nectar. Don't have any cycle gland paste. You know what, let's be risky. Can't have it all. Cook. Also add a graceful sunflower petal and an adopted life sap's left forefoot. Well, that was disappointing. It's a lot of beetles. Still can't cook anything, or... yeah. Let's go right back down there. Still broke. These are taking BC's Ds. I've got 268 Bs, 449 Cs, and 712 Ds. These are finally at the level where they're considered trivial. Maybe it's better if I don't kill them, however, because they will spawn a space-time vortex for everyone I kill. Laser turrets. Wonder if the pickaxe can break the beetles. Doesn't seem like it. Pulse magnet. Well, I'm just gonna start using the tabs. I've said it before, and I really need to just do it. Also, sturdy cycle flesh gun. Raw flesh is stretched on a lump that approximates the shape of a handgun. Pressure smushes a throbbing vein against the underskin and blood pulp is coughed out with two ribbed metal tubes on a metronome tick. At moments out of sequence, an unseen energy is piped along the psychic lays and into the organ mess, producing a runny bother. It does count as a pistol, but its performance is based off of ego. And also, it doesn't attack enemies' armor value, it attacks their mental armor. So it is completely useless against robots. Which actually we're cool with robots, so it's not that big of a downside, but also you can't unequip it without destroying it or something like that. Or at least I think you can unequip it. I don't know, I've never actually used it, I've just read about it. So I could be completely wrong. Oh yeah, and I still have that Schrodinger's page. On the visage. Got a jewel-encrusted small sphere of negative weight. Alright, I wanted to fix the gun, that's what I was doing. Oh, that guy's got step sewers on. Or no wait, 3D cobblers. These guys all have 3D cobblers. What's up with that? Also, should probably have an aggressive stance on. Lair of Getis, legendary glowfish. Point defense drone. Well, yeah, we are going to use this. Place the trash barge. Let's not destroy the beetle. I see the chest up in the top left there. First, mod this with overloaded. Also tempted to put electromagnetically shielded on it, but I'm not going to. Just have to make sure if we get EMP'd at any point that I have to pick up the robot right back off the floor. Why the hell did I take that? Why didn't I just drop it back on the floor? It is a mystery. Wait, is that the legendary one? Loved by the Verde Dacian host, hated by the villagers of Tumrad. Shrewd brand of Carcassion slums. When powered, discharges a clockwork beetle friend on hit. Drains cell power quickly. 12 penetration, 2d8 plus 1. You know what? Yeah, let's use that for a little bit. It'll be funny. Spawned like 4 beetles out of it, still at 100% power. Yeah, the clockwork beetle thing is weird. Like, theoretically it's good, it's just by the time you can either have a battery that's good enough to power it consistently, or to... Actually, no, you can't put electrical generation with it because it can't be jacked, since it's a relic. Yeah, by the time you get it, or capable of powering it consistently, it's not really that useful anymore. Because all of the stuff in the later areas can just completely ignore the clockwork beetles, or just kill them in like one hit. And also, I'm pretty sure 12 penetration isn't that great. might feel like I didn't really give it a chance, but I mean, it is what it is. Using it is not going to make it a better sword. Anyways, all done here. Just pick up this crysteel. And then shoot, there were two things I wanted to go and do after this. One of them was the golem. The other one was... oh right, use the neck ring and go talk to Oboro Koru. If I wear that... nope, those are different factions. Don't know why I couldn't find baboons just earlier, unless if I just scrolled right past them. Yeah, so that's not gonna work. Never mind that plan then. Let's just go over to the golem. That wasn't my fault. Wait, do I have to bring the warden here for it to work? Yeah, whatever. I can figure out the other stuff first. Catalyst. Now, I did a little bit of reading on all the different options there are for the golem, but I did not read all of them. One of them I did read, however, was the stuff for the catalyst. And the two choices it was down to was between the gel, which gives a plus 50 to all resistances, which will come in handy because robots have an inherent weakness to electricity, so it would nullify the weakness. It also gives plus 3 armor value, which probably isn't all that much, but it is helpful. Better one. Gatsmith can't put anything there. Armament would give it every short blade skill. I could give it the axe instead, and then it would have every axe skill. As for an incantation, should be one somewhere around here that's pretty good. Just have to find it. Yeah, 3 random body parts. Although I'm not sure how good that is. Since, doesn't all the equipment on the golem have to be gigantic? And I've got, like, none of that. Also, I just heard something downstairs. Let me go check since I don't think anyone else is here. Be right back. Alright, false alarm. There was someone here. Back to the game. Spawns with 3 random Beetle rewards. Could be very good, could be very bad. Maybe the +6 attribute points, but if I remember right, the golem actually has a lot of attribute points to start with, depending on what you use as its body shape, of course. Maybe the move speed would be better. Or the 10% chance to score critical hits and just use ranged weaponry. The move speed would also work well with ranged weaponry. Then there's also either 15 quickness when unpaired or 15 quickness when paired. I think by paired it's like when you're piling at it. I'm not entirely sure. I think I'm gonna go with the move speed. So I'm going to go with I journeyed to Red Rock. Then a Hamza. I think this is any item that weighs less than 5. We get electrical generation. Provides a 25% reduction to the action cost of missile actions. So if I want to make it a ranged golem, that would be very good. Could also give it a cybernetic implant. Like, say, the Cathedra. +2 to all stats. Yeah, I think I'll install the Cathedra in him. Although, wait, I did just say that a Hamza has to be less than 5 pounds. I'll have to go back and look and see how much it weighs. Ascension power source, that's gonna be the Mecha Power Core. Armament, gonna go get the axe. Atmos, forget what the Atmos is. Is it like a body part I have to provide? Actually, I can just ask Clank, he'll tell me. And I also wanted to see what the Brain Brine does, or the Orb Static. Tell me about the Atmos. Atmos Transcendental Imprint of Being, pattern trait after creature part, crossed with body. So it has to be a body part. Actually, while I'm here, let's go see if the Gutsmongers have anything. Or their inventory did not refresh, so no point. Let's see, Cathedra weighs 20. So wouldn't be able to use that. Could put bionic hands. Gun rack is 20. No point in giant hands. I think it already counts like or no wait. Would it make a difference? Maybe. I could put the high fidelity battery compositor in there. Also, I had some stuff I wanted to put away. Now I feel like I need to find a second penetrating radar to put in my robot. Or would I still have the penetrating radar effect for myself while piloting the robot? I just don't know. Guys aren't gonna have anything new. Well, I'll wait for the melee weapon as the very last thing. Just because I think I'd rather put cudgel weaponry on the robot than a axe. It probably doesn't matter, because I did say I want to try to make it ranged focused anyways. Still needs to have some kind of Zetachrome weaponry on it, however. Just gonna leave the trade goods in here. And the helping hands. And I should go put away that sword. Got a second high fidelity matter recompositor. Actually, that's a good idea. Maybe I put the matter recompositor in the robot and then I take something other than the movement speed. Completed Harkishan slums. Mamish Hall is probably going to be harder by a lot since it's in the Palladium Reef. Those other two could be in the Moonstair, because they are right next to tiles for it. Let me try Dur. And my point defense drone just exploded its ass out. Also, I could totally just use this to become loved by apes. On the 4th of Ut Yara Uts, Pippi became admired by apes for attending a funeral for their leader. Now favored by apes. Alright. I could go do that thing with Oborokuru. Where the heck did... Oh, it's right there. When did I miss it? Use a 6-bit to fix it. Memory Eater, Ego Saps, Tongue Tyrant and Member of the Church. What I think I'm done repairing my pistols over and over, not because I can't afford it, it's just annoying to have to do it every time. Disassemble. And now we make replacements. And rails. Not gonna make these ones overloaded. could put nulling on it since it gets boosted by compute power. Then astrally burden whatever I'm shooting at. Anon is an obvious one. Morphogenetic also gets increased by compute power. So not sure about that one. Masterwork is also an obvious one. I could put jacked on these. Have jacked and nulling. Don't want beam splitter. Don't think displacer's worth it. I'm gonna make them nulling and jacked. Actually, I don't have to make him jacked. Leaving it just nulling for now. See how it works. Yeah, it's alright. Let me put Nanon on that. Why is it doing that? It's not doing it now. Something is nulling it. What? Or maybe it was a mistake to put nulling on those. Gonna keep these ones just because don't want to have wasted all those bits. Gonna make a new pair. Yeah, so far it just kind of seems like it's because it was nullifying whatever it was shooting at, and since I'm using something that gets affected by nullify, that it was backfiring. Alright, so I'll disassemble the other ones and put Nanon on these. Could also just sell the other ones, but I'd rather have the bits. Definitely running out of energy with these ones though. Do have enough metacrystals to make radio-powered antimatter cells, however. But I could use those same crystals to just make the pistols jacked instead. Though I guess if I do it on the cells, then I can just swap the cells around. Which is better than having to mod every single thing that uses electricity to use jacked. So if I jack them, I'm gonna use 7s, not 8s. But I'm also pretty low on 7s. Not entirely sure, but it looked like for a second there, Twitch got disconnected. Now I think about it, I also read up that the this thing, the ribbon, can mod power cells to have some of these things on like high capacity or radio powered and the other stuff. So maybe I just like craft and recraft some antimatter cells up until I get something that already has a radio powered on it. So I'm always going to get the 8 back. Since it's the highest tier bit on the item, I always get it back no matter what. This might take a little while. First try. Right, I'll just disassemble all of the non-radio powered ones, I guess. There's two. Right, disassemble this one. Keep two radio powered ones. Then if I need more, I can make more that way. Right, they're up to 2%. Let's see if they use more power than they charge. They do. I guess I just have to wait until they charge up. They'll still be better than the nuclear cells. Actually, just wander around on the map for a little bit. And there you go, full charge. There was one here that let me use burgeoning at level 7. Where was it? Must not have the ingredient for it. And whatever, let's make a different one. Have anything that increases agility and quickness. Quickness, willpower. Actually, I'll put that one as a favorite. This one to favorites too. Right, just gonna go with this one. Leaky lag over velvety salt, fermented kugel, and latkes. Yeah, I'm off. Don't think I got irradiated. Doesn't seem like it. Mirror bug spawner. What's it called anyway? Quartziferous mirror. Pressure shaved the plane from the face of a quartz crystal. Chance laid it on the stone floor with tenderness. Seems to be bouncing right off. Take care of this problem right now. There's the mirror bugs. Doesn't say anything about reflecting, but it is made of mirrors. What are these walls made of anyway? Serpentinite. Unnamed to the beings of the surface world at the birthing atria of the subterranean, where ultramafic rock is wetted in amniotic fluid and birthed as a world serpent. Yeah, don't like the implications of that. Got 25 AV. It'd be relatively easy to smash through, but I'm not playing that kind of character. think if it wouldn't be just easier to smack the tongue tyrants to death with the sword. Let's give it a shot. Yeah, that is pretty easy. What a peaceful floor this one is. Well, with another inspiration. Another memory eater over there, and also another mirror. And the overloaded point defense drone is more trouble than it's worth. Same as the pistols, really. And how excited I was when I first found that overloaded mod. Discovered the location of some forgotten ruins. "11 copper nuggets. Nothing too scary looking around here. High impact violence. Let me just check some gear real quick, make sure nothing's falling apart. Alright, all good. So I still haven't found the spiked mod, which is unfortunate. Because you can put spiked on a shield, but it's not that common to find one. It's not like I can craft a shield and hopefully get it by RNG either. Level 37. We're tongue tyrants. Is this the last floor? Maybe. That over there? It's a Nip Spire. Grants you teleportation at level 7. Seems to be more. Okay, Kaleidocera Krakows. Or Krakos. Serrata pendulate on the shoe tips like the beetle moon curled through fog. They mirror rich hues in cerulean, ruby, star orchid, and void. Together, they shine to resplendent effect. 2% chance to refract light-based attacks, +1 ego, and +20 resistance to everything. Crystal longsword, a Dromat trader figurine, flawless crystal coronet, slimy web-toed slimp. And of course all the goddamn mirror bugs. Went right at me. Again. That one I'll put up with because it's not like it breaks often, and the increase in compute power actually is pretty useful. 5, 6, and 7, however, to repair it. Let's talk to the Slim. Ah, you seem wanderer. How fair. It's got 9-fold boots. There's still at least one more level. Discovered the location of the 24th Sherva pod. A Lifofex. Or Lifofex. Rents in this scales widens as he flexes his petrified joints, and dust powders the ground beneath him. Under his stalactite eyelids, a liquefying bale is whisked into focus. So these guys will turn you into stone if you don't step out of the way of their stare when they do it. It's a unique move they have. And it's dead. There's the chest. That must mean you're the unique. Rumiz Lalots, legendary tongue tyrant and leader of the Church of the Husband-to Uhua. Loved by the church, hated by the villagers of Abalep for repeatedly beating them at dice, and disliked by the Hindran of Bela for insulting their seeds. Now despised by the church, favored by the villagers of Mabalep. Alright. We have found the Sextanticus to be specific. On activating, this item obliterates all nearby members of a faction chosen from among those that existed during the time of the Sultanate. Alright. How many quests do I have left? Kind of a lot. Sturdy mag hammer. Alright, let's just recoil out of here. And I'm gonna say that's gonna be it for today. Made some pretty great progress. I still need to do some more research on exactly what I want to do with the golem. But other than that, we're doing pretty good. Just have a couple more historic sites to complete, and then maybe we can start getting really risky with the moonstair. And if things go wrong, well, I also have some pretty good ideas for a new build. And yeah, we did finally find our penetrating radar. Finally. Anyways, let me check on Steam really quick actually, because maybe I'm playing Dredge tomorrow and maybe I'm not. I have to know when the DLC for Dredge comes out. It's because it just says here the 15th of August. It doesn't specify an hour, however. Let's see, this game plans to unlock in approximately 14 hours. So yeah, we're gonna be playing Dredge tomorrow. And then Friday is probably gonna be more Dome Keeper. Probably. Let's see, is there anyone else playing Caves of Cud? There is actually. And none of my other buddies are online. First, let's see how many people I have currently watching. We have 2. Unfortunate. No raiding party today then. Just gonna leave it right there. Anyway, hope you liked the stream. See ya.